So, lately I have been drawing on my Instagram photos and so far they have been a hit. Hey guys, my name is Andrew and today I will be showing you how to draw on your Instagram photos. Drawing on your photos is a creative and sometimes even humorous way to share your art with your followers. So, that said, let's hop straight into the video. In order to do this, you will need Photoshop, some sort of tablet, I will be using my iPad, and some basic math skills. I'm sure you've seen these continuous swipeable posts, and that's what we will actually be doing for this video as well. Personally, I feel like there's more creative freedom when you have a larger surface area to draw on. It's also fun to think of cool and creative ways to connect the photos. So enough of that, we will now head into Photoshop to get started. So we'll first start by creating a new project in Photoshop. The dimensions for a taller Instagram post are 1080 by 1350. If you still need some convincing that tall Instagram posts are the way to go here, go ahead and watch my last video where I talk all about it. So we'll go ahead and type in those numbers. 1080 by 1350. Since we want to make a continuous post, we're going to have to make this longer. The height will stay the same, but the width is what will change since we are extending it out. Fortunately for us, Photoshop can do all the math for us. So in this example, I will be doing 4 photos. So all we have to do is hit the asterisk key and 4. After we hit enter, it will do all the math for us. So you'll want to head up to View, click on New Guide Layout, and since we are doing 4 photos, we'll just go ahead and type in 4 here and hit OK. So I will go ahead and import my photos and I will organize them accordingly. Just a super quick tip here, make sure that Snap is turned on. It will make this process way easier. So we'll go ahead and save this. For whatever reason, when I was trying to import into Procreate, it was giving me issues when it was a JPEG. So if you have a similar issue, go ahead and save as a PNG instead, and that should solve the issue. So we will call this Vietnam Drawings. We will save it as a PNG. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and airdrop that over to my iPad now. And real quick, don't close out of that Photoshop file just yet. We're gonna come back to that later. So I've got my iPad here and I am ready to start drawing. So there are plenty of apps out there that allow you to draw on your photos. The app that I use is called Procreate. It will run you about $10, but it is totally worth it for how powerful this app actually is. Now, if you don't have an iPad, I do believe that Procreate is available on phones for about half the price, but I haven't really used it, so there you go. So first off, I am going to lock this layer so that I don't mess with it at all, and we will start a new layer. And now we draw. Okay, so now that we are done with our drawing, we will go ahead and export. So we want to make sure that it is exporting as a PSD file. And once we're done, I'm going to send that back into Photoshop. So the way I do this may seem somewhat redundant, but I personally just want to limit the amount of exports just so that we don't compromise quality unnecessarily. So that said, let's hop back into Photoshop and we'll cut up our artwork so that we can post it to Instagram. So now that we have opened up our file, if you take a look down here at the bottom, it actually separates the layers. So here we have our drawing and then our photos beneath it. So I'm actually going to just hit copy and paste it over to our original document. And because they are the same dimensions, it will remember everything perfectly. From here, I can make any adjustments or tweaks or erase anything that I need to, but I'm happy with what we've got, so I will go ahead and get it ready to export. So you'll notice that this is one long file. We want to cut it up into 4 individual pieces so that we can post them as a gallery. So we will have to use the slice tool. Now it should be hidden under the crop if you can't find it, and there it is, slice tool. From here, you'll see this option at the top, slice from guides. Go ahead and hit that. To export, we'll go over to export, save for web. Now let's just make sure we can see everything. We'll hit fit in view. Perfect, well, that looks pretty good to me. And we'll go ahead and hit save. I will name these Vietnam drawing photos. Done. And hit save. Now I can airdrop them to my phone. So we'll go ahead and open up Instagram now. And we can go ahead and take a look and make sure that everything is looking seamless. So that's looking good. That's looking good. Perfect. And that's all you need to do. So that is it for today's video. I am so stoked to see all of your wonderful creations. Go ahead and tag me on Instagram so that I can check out what you've been making. If this video brought you value or taught you something new, a like would be much appreciated. Comment what you want to learn next. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.